as we said, we're going to have both those semi-finals playing again. WEIJLAND versus Rafsou over on the Xbox side. A French affair, you could say. It's going to be Olympique Lyon versus Nantes. And it's going to be Ajax Koen versus Team Latka. And
yeah, what a game that is.
I'm looking forward to seeing...
Two esports powerhouses, you could say, as well. SCHWARTMANN, one of the very pioneers in FIFA esports. Not only in FIFA as well, they've got loads of different esports organisations. Ajax Koen is so confident coming into this tournament. He's been sparring against Ajax Danny in preparation for this game, and we spoke to him yesterday before the game started. I am confident. I know I can do it at the biggest stage. Let's see if he can do it at the biggest stage, because this is one of the biggest games in his FIFA career.
He says he performs better, you know, at the events like this. He says, the one thing he said, we can see there's 2 games there. We'll be giving a full update throughout them over the course. 2-legged games, and then we will have 2 players of the 4 in a console final. You win that, you're going to London, and you're basically playing for $10,000.
Yeah, $10,000 for the cross-console final, but I think the big thing that these players, the big focus is the FIWC Grand Final qualification, the last 2 spots. So we have the full 32 roster who we will compete in.
We will indeed, and I just wanted to talk about there, you know, we already know that in one PlayStation final, it's New York City Chris versus Expectsporting, not what we expected, you could say. That's going to be a final there. Whoever wins that will go to London.
He dominated his group as well, Expectsporting. He finished top of the pile, above Ajax Danny, something nobody would have called, really. 13 points, undefeated, and then goes into a semi-final against probably one of the favourites, PSG Jager. Dominates him. 6 goals to 1 or to 2, I believe, in that semi-final. So there's not a lot you can call between them 2 players in that console final, but we're on the Xbox now.
I think what didn't happen there is because they're really good friends, Marcuso and Aga. They've probably played against each other a few times. Well, you see them, you know, hanging out together around the hotel and stuff, and that probably didn't help. But here we go. He's sticking with 5 at the back. He normally does change at the beginning to a 4-2-3-1. We'll probably see that, but this is Ajax Koen team. You can see there. He's gone for David Luiz in the middle. He normally puts him into a CDM position as the game kicks off. So let's see how that does. But he's locked it in for chemistry purposes. 100 chemistry, of course. And
yeah, I think it's Ruud Hullet who slightly pushes further forward. The pause coming straight in from Tim Latka. So the players can adjust their formations, their teams. Tim Latka actually doesn't need to. What he's going to do is
watch. He's just
look at his opponent's formation, how they line up as well. He keeps going into it, checking it out, and jumping into the other game. Just kicked off between that game.
That's going to be an interesting one. It's WEIJLAND versus Rafsou, the Liga 1 battle, you could say. Two players, obviously, representing 2 clubs from that league, and that's going to be a 2-legged battle, as well as all the semi-finals and the finals and the big divisional final, or console final, sorry, later on. But as you can see, on the left-hand side there, he's playing 5 at the back now, Tim Latka. I don't know if that's just to
match his opponent, potentially.
I'm pretty sure, though, Koen does go to a 4-2-3-1. I'm pretty sure he does. He's just doing stay back while attacking on defenders. There's the chewing gum in the mouth, or maybe just eating something. Oh, he's having an apple, a little...
That's a pre-match snack.
A pre-match snack to get him in the mindset. But it's going to be a 2-legged game, and wipe for the towel on the face. And it's going to be a very, very interesting game. 4-2-3-1. Again, he didn't go 5 at the back as we thought he would. Vieira, get him out of that centre-back spot, surely. So he's gone for Boateng along the back as well. A big fan of his own nation's talent that they have to offer.
So a substitute coming in. He's gone to the 4-2-3-1. Has Tim Latka. He started with the 4-2-3-1. He switched to the 5 at the back. He switched back to the 4-2-3-1 now, probably to match up his opponent. But by the looks of it, did Ajax Koen swap? That's the question. I think he has got a back 4.
When the ball resets for a goal kick or a set piece, we can have a look there. But here comes Tim Latka now for Schalke. Marcelo is going to try and overlap if he can. He's going to have a shot, maybe with Hullet. Test the shot, why not? Early days, surely!
LA with the first chance of the 95 rated legend card in use. We are on the Xbox, so legends are in full use.
Nearly was flicked on in the end there, but it's going to just fall out to Messi onto the edge of the box. Have a shot, surely. Hullet into Ronaldo, and that's a perfect start. One thing you need to remember, though, this is a long game. 2 legs of action has to be played, and this is minutes, seconds into the game. He would have been dreaming of this start last night. He'd be thinking, if I got through to the semi-final stage, an early goal would be huge for me. Cristiano Ronaldo breaks that deadlock, and he really kicks off this time. Yeah, it is essential to get off to the right start, and we saw in the game between Expectsporting and Aga,
early goals, they can really snowball. If you go 2, 3, 4-0 up in that first leg, it's pretty much all written in the book.
It speaks for itself.
For
that
your
last
opponent.
game, 5-0.
After 55 minutes.
Yeah, what a result that was. And that kind of just killed the game. He's thinking to himself, his head was so down and buried that he thought, I can't get this back at all. And it was a real unfair reflection. Still, the other game is 0-0. We're giving you full updates from Vinch versus Rafsou from Olympic Lyon. But in this game, it is 1-0, and it is Tim Latka that did take the lead against Ajax Koen.
Yeah, I spoke to Ajax Koen before the game started. He said, look, out of all the potential draws I could have got, it's probably the hardest one because Tim Latka is a super, super strong opponent. He's very good in all the 3/3 of the pitch, defence, midfield and attack.
He's a very good German player.
They were in Munich and he unfortunately didn't do what he wanted to do and clinch qualification in his group stage, but he is here now. The final opportunity, the last chance for these players to get the last 2 spots up for grabs for the FIFA Interactive World Cup Grand Final, and Tim Latka's going the right way about it.
He's at the moment and just tries to feed the ball through there. Carl Walker standing strong. A big fan, a lot of players are of Carl Walker. Everyone has their own choices of the ultimate team. Remember, any player they can use would have come here yesterday. About 5 o'clock, they would have submitted their team and then watched the draw to see who they were facing. Remember, the big draw for that Grand Final will be later on today, so stick around for that. But we've still got to find place number 31 and 32. In this game, we are in the semi-final stages. It is 1-0 to Schalke's Tim Latka. But here comes Ajax Koen. Suarez, surely a ball through if he can. Goes for Suarez there. And
thought that might have deflected in there, but he's going to try and do something that his teammate couldn't do. That is make it out of this semi-final stage.
On there, and that was Cristiano Ronaldo, I think, flicking on Hood. It got a touch, so we'll go for another corner. And it has been a goal, but which way has it gone in the other game? We'll be giving you an update on that very, very shortly.
Yeah, I think it was Luis Suarez who did get the goal for one of those 2 sides, but who has broken the deadlock in that game? It was Ronaldo, in fact. And as you can see there, walking away in the Olympic Lyon kit, Rafsou takes the lead against Vinch.
My choice, I said, not an underdog as such, but a player to get out that group, which he did, but now can he go the full way? A big, early-ish goal, you could say there.
Yeah, two early goals in this game. Ajax Koen and Tim Latka, 2 goals. That's what we saw in the other game as well, on the PlayStation 4, but I don't think we're going to see a big scoreline like we did.
I think they're just a little bit more reserved. Don't want to take the risk, but remember, legends are involved here, and you know the effect they may have. Who knows? We saw a very high-scoring game with the 2 Scandinavian players, of Marcuso and PSG Aga. A big 5-0 win in that first leg, but we're only 1-0 here, and I think the approach you have in this first game is, okay, if I can win 1-0 going into the second game with still an advantage, it's something.
We've seen games completely switch though on almost the click of a finger. I'm getting flashbacks to Munich. XL Stacks 2-0 down in his final. What did he do? He got 1 goal and then he turned around the game over the course of 2 legs, winning 3 goals to 2. We spoke to him afterwards. We said, what changed? How did you get back into the game? He said, as soon as I scored that first goal, I knew the scales had switched. Mentally, I was going to win that game, and that's exactly what he did.
Always change mindsets at this level. People think it's just a video game. No, these guys have been concentrating for long, long hours, and it will be taking their toll. They've been playing since 9 AM this morning UK time, and we're still going now. You know, a lot of players still got a lot more games to play. 2-legged game in the final, and a 2-legged game in that console final. But here's a chance for Messi there, and it's Rio Ferdinand. What a card he is that everyone seems to love and enjoy using this year.
Yeah, Rio Ferdinand, a Man United, West Ham Leeds legend. Unbelievable at his teams. He's got the pace, he's got the
chance now. Ronaldo, penalty? No, it's not going to be a penalty at all. Just get rid of that ball.
He's got the physicality, but probably more importantly for the players, why they do use him, he gets the strong link into Kyle Walker at right back, who's probably the favourite right back among the pros.
I think he is. He just does it on the amount of people use him. Here's the chance now for Hullet. He's going to go Liverpool driven. He doesn't. What an effort that was. Didn't really trouble Neuer too much in Tim Latka's goal, but we often see them go in. You know, these players would have done this religiously every weekend. They know what works, know what doesn't work. They don't want to waste opportunities. Here's a chance now. Compose yourself. Ronaldo! Oh, there we go! 2-0. Tim Latka with a goal. And what a big goal that could be.
Yeah, he's got the Schalke eSports team behind him, supporting him all the way. Huge, huge gaping hole in that defence of Ajax Koen. Slotted through the legs of David De Gea in that net. And Tim Latka doubles his lead in this first half.
That's the harsh reality at eSports FIFA this level. You go and attack, you take the risk, you take your team forward, you can get counter-attacked. Simple as that. You pull a player on that back line, through ball, through it goes. Cristiano Ronaldo's not going to be missing from there anytime soon.
Yeah, doubles his lead. And Ajax Koen, he's quite a vocal, emotional player. He needs to keep his emotions under control here because this game could get away from him. You can see him there, he's annoyed.
He's trying to get himself up for it there. I reckon a goal goes in, everything changes. We know that. We see that. We've seen players go through the ups and the downs. We're going to go over to the other game now, I believe. 1-0 is the score to Rafsou at the moment up against Vinch. Or we can just give you updates on that one, sorry. We're back into this game. And literally 4, maybe not even that, 3 minutes in game time until we get to that half-time period where, you know, Ajax Danny, you know, teammate, you could say over the shoulder, change something. You know, I've been there at this stage. Okay, yes, I lost my semi-final, but you can give tips. You know, he's gone the extra mile. Yeah,
he has gone that extra mile. He's a winner over the last couple of months. He's won pretty much every tournament he's competed in as Ajax Danny. So having that little bit of knowledge in your ear to calm you down, to keep you composed, it's essential at this level.
Vic Dave, by the way, said that if he had a coach telling him how just to calm down at periods in the game, it could be the difference for him. And it often is, because you make your own decisions, and when you've got someone else to help you there, you can just see the score there. Rafsou still 1-0 up in that game. You can see at the top of your screen, we're getting full updates from that Xbox semi-finals in action at the moment. They're two-legged. This is the first leg, and this is the first half of the first leg.
In the books.
At 2-0.
Very, very even game between the two sides, but it's the 2 shots on target advantage for Schalke, and more importantly for Team Latka, that has been the difference, because them 2 chances resulted in 2 goals.
Simple. At this level, you get a chance, you have to take it. And we can just have a little look at the goals from this game in particular, between Vinch and Rafsou. And it was Rafsou, remember it's only 1-0 at the moment. Rafsou with the goal, through to Ronaldo.
Very standard,
easy as you like.
Very standard FIFA 17 eSports goal.
Might be happy with Ramos there, literally just a yard out, and couldn't do enough just to stop the effort there. But we are
concentration there from Rafsou. He's under pressure, you could say, in this game. Maybe a little bit added pressure from Olympic Lyon potentially.
Definitely, most indeed. I think there's not too long left in that first leg, but we'll be keeping you up to date with that one. But this is the feature game. It's Tim Latka from Schalke up against Ajax Koen. And at the moment, Ajax Koen is 2 goals down. But it's still a long way back, Richard. We always say this. 1 goal changes everything.
Yeah, let's not forget it's a 2-legged format, so if he does manage to get a goal back in this first leg and does lose 2-1, that's not a bad result, you could say, because he can come into that second leg.
1 goal is nothing at this level. People say, oh yeah, you can sit back on a goal. You definitely can't, I tell you. Not many people can sit back on a goal for 90 minutes.
Yeah, he can come into the second leg, get an early goal, even it up at 2-2, and everything to play for. But as it stands, Tim Latka in a dominant position.
That one just comes into the box there, and we'll collect that. But I can tell you now, Ajax Koen gets a goal. He's got a team of Ajax players and coaches and staff around him. If he gets a goal, they'll let him know about it, and they'll be straight behind him. And at the moment, he feels like he's in a hole. He gets a goal, he's halfway out of it.
And I'm sure he will let us know as well. Very, very vocal, emotional player.
On the finesse. Interesting effort for Ronaldo there. I thought he could have maybe done a little better with it, but it was just inches off the crossbar.
Yeah, maybe he's looking for just something to get back into this game.
This could be a chance. Suarez, 1-2. Ronaldo, he has the finesse this time, and it goes the other side of the post.
Yeah, chances falling for Ajax Koen in this game. 57 minutes gone on the clock. First leg fixture. The winner of this game will be playing the winner of Vinch versus Rafsou, and I can confirm Vinch has equalised in that game.
I told you, 1 goal was nothing. 1-1. Vinch from Nantes back in the game there. 2 players representing Liga 1 clubs, and what an interesting first game that is. That's all square. That's how you want a game to go into a second leg, at a draw, because there's everything to play for.
Yeah, subs are coming in full force as well. Gareth Bale used. Not something we don't usually see.
We don't always, but
yeah, maybe George Best we used on the Xbox instead. It's probably more used on the PlayStation because the legends aren't there, but Gareth Bale, he's tall, he's strong, he's got the physicality, he's got the pace, he's got the shooting. Only problem is maybe the weak foot you could potentially look at, but that left foot, he's got an absolute thunderbolt if he can unleash it.
Don't get me wrong, Messi, Bale, completely different players, but what Bale offers is a bit of physicality going forward. He can, you know, push a Marcel off the shoulder. He can, yeah, he can get into the right areas, and that's what he's looking for right now. He wants to get the ball in the right areas and just calm things down.
Yeah, I think the physicality of the players is something a little bit undervalued. We talked to Lee Bullock in Munich. He said, I use Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I can play it into him, I can hold the players off using the shield button. It's something that is quite overpowered with the Zlatan. So I use him in my team, I'll bring him on 60th minute, hold up the ball, let the runners come off him, and that's how he creates his chances.
I think that is the plan with the narrow formations, though, for me. I see a lot of pros play. Simple. Get it into the feet, LT or L2. Play left or right. You've got maybe a chance coming off. Here we go, Ronaldo. Surely! And David De Gea there. That could be a massive save. I'm surprised he maybe didn't take one more touch. Low driven in the left bottom corner. But David De Gea was lucky enough to get to that one.
Yeah, could have gone either way. Could have opened up with a finesse shot.
Over, yeah, back inside. Suarez there. Still somehow in possession. Oh, back heels it. And I think that was Carl Walker. Not the man you want the ball to fall to. This is a counter-attack now, surely. Vieira. I think that's Suarez in support in front. Yeah,
Ronaldo busting a gut as well to get involved. He's just
Vieira just doing enough.
It's David Luiz going
David
forward.
Luiz of all people. That's a shot, and why not?
Wins himself a corner, does Ajax Koen, and it's going to be a short one into Luka Modric, into Neymar, in fact. What can he do? Played into
Min Son, sorry, he must have just come on as a substitute there. And it has been another goal in that game. Vinch has got it. 2-1 up now. The ultimate turnaround, you could say. 1-0 down. Now he's 2-1 up, but there's still a long way to go. You can just see the goal coming in there from Cristiano Ronaldo. Off the post and in, just as you like. And that could be that game concluded. 4 minutes in game time left. And that will be leg 1 completed over there, but there's still just under 20 minutes left here to play. 2-0 still to Tim Latka. And if you're in this position, do you go out and take a risk of going 3-0 down, or do you go in at 2-0?
I think you try and nick a goal, maybe at 2-1, going into that second leg, but Tim Latka's been very, very dominant in this first leg of FIFA between these two sides. Ajax Koen, he's been limited only really to long shots and to he's just not had that final cutting pass to get through the back four of Tim Latka. And the Schalke man, he's done everything right so far in this game.
I'm seeing a different Koen though. I'm not seeing the Koen I saw in the group, the fearless one that, you know, he pulled back the 2-2 against Quinten. He pulled out the big results out the bag when he needed to. Got draws, could defend well, but here's a chance now for that man. Surely a goal. Neymar there on the rebound. Surely somehow it goes in the back in there. That could be a huge goal. I think Neymar's running away in the end. I thought Min Son had a touch, but
that could be a huge goal in the complexion of this game. I think it's gone down as an own goal.
Boateng, I think that was. He got the last touch.
Jerome Boateng. I think it was going in anyway, so.
But what a huge goal that could be, Richard.
I mean, Ajax Koen is going to be going into his second leg full of confidence. Only one goal separates the two sides now. It's gone down as a Marcelo own goal, in fact.
It's not the most prettiest of goals, but a goal is a goal at this level. And when you're going into that second game at only 1-0 down, you're feeling a little bit better about yourself.
Yeah, you definitely are. The confidence, the mental stability will be back for Ajax Koen. He'll be a lot more composed going into that second leg. And we've seen him that when he does play his very best FIFA, it's a thrill to watch because we get the celebrations as well. We get the emotion.
Get it off many players as well. I know there's an element of being respectful, but you know when you're playing for big prize like a chance to be in that grand final in London, every goal means something. And if there is a chance to go 3-1 up, this would be huge for Tim Latka. But I could just see maybe one chance falling to Koen. He could go in at 2-2, and this would open this second leg up completely.
Yeah. You've also got to think that Tim Latka's going to be quite disappointed to have gave up that lead because he's been probably the better player. Bale with the shot.
Good rebound. Oh! Ronaldo there. I've just heard that the other game has finished the first leg. Vinch 2-1 up against Rafsou. You can see it at the top of your screen there. But what a chance that was, Richard. Could have been 3-1.
Should have been 3-1. Ronaldo on the rebound. He put it past the post and into that side netting. But will he rue that opportunity, Tim Latka, in the over the course of the two legs, potentially?
Oh,
if Ajax Koen does get back in the game.
Thrust the shot. I think that's what he's doing. He's panicking a little bit. He's thinking, right, I need 2 goals again. Panic, and take shots from distance when you don't really need to. Could it get worse for him now? Bale's through. Don't know why he shot that at all there. He could have maybe tried to make it better, but he still can. Suarez into Ronaldo. Doesn't know where he's going to go. Suarez hits it. That one's blocked, and Marcelo just clear that ball and go in at 3-1 rather than 4-1.
Yeah, Tim Latka, very, very disappointed that he's not extending his lead to 3-1, but last chance he's going to fall for Ajax Koen. Played down the line, he does pass it out for a throw-in, so quite unfortunate for Ajax Koen, wins the ball back, but it's all just broken down a little bit in this 90th minute, and I think this is how we are going to go in at half-time, you could say, at full-time of the first leg.
Technically half-time, you could say, obviously full-time from the first leg. If you have just joined us, a 2-legged process, and the referee surely, well, that whistle will make it 2-1
official.
And there you go, 2-1 to Tim Latka in the end. A very interesting game, but nevertheless, it's still all to play for, Richard. 90 minutes of virtual FIFA time, technically 12 to 15 minutes. It's only a 1-goal deficit.
Everything to play for in that game. Rafsou and Vinch, what a game that was in that first leg. Vinch coming out. I think it was it 1-1 or 2-1 over the course of the two legs, and we're going to see the goals as they went in that first leg.
I think it was Rafsou who kicked things off like he meant to, with a lovely finish from Ronaldo. Question marks over Ramos there. Can he do a little bit more than 96 rated player? And then it was Vinch that went down the other end. Pretty simple goal. Surely, first time we've seen that really. That's clever. You know you're 100% getting
smart pass.
Yeah. I wouldn't say sweaty, I'd say smart. It's a clever goal. And then it was Vinch that did take the lead again.
Late on, Ronaldo slipped through, got quite fortunate off Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah. Ronaldo with a goal, and that gave him a slight advantage into the second leg. Similar scorelines, exactly the same scorelines. The home team there, sorry for both players, doesn't really mean anything being the home team, but Tim Latka's 2-1 up, and so is Vinch. There's a chance now, we're all square over there. Rafsou has got a goal, and what an important goal that could be. I said one goal was nothing. Suarez goes and gets one, and there we go, 2-2.
Yeah, and as it stands, that game is tied, 2 goals apiece. If it carries on, we will be going to a golden goal scenario. Rafsou, Luis Suarez getting that opening goal of the game. As Vinch is just going to kick us off here.
And it's not the way he wanted to start this game, is it? Vinch 1-0 down. He's been 1-0 down before. He's bounced back. He won the last game 2-1 after being 1-0 down. But can he bounce back now? 2-2 on aggregate. Away goals mean nothing in this. If you're drawing overall, score the same goals, we go to golden goal. Smash and grab, you could say. We've seen a number of golden goals in this competition so far.
Yeah, big goals have been
this could be beautiful. Ronaldo! Ooh.
Overdone it. I think he could have shot it a little bit earlier than with Cristiano Ronaldo on his strong right foot across the goalkeeper with a low driven, but we are going to play out from the back once again. It's going to be Rafsou bringing the ball forward into Neymar, and wins his side a free kick. This game tied 2-all.
I think, yeah.
If you are just joining us in the Xbox semi-final.
Is indeed. Remember, this is the second leg now, so after this we'll know who's in the final of the Xbox side, who's in the final of the PlayStation side. You win your 2-legged game there, you're going to London. Or you're coming back to London. We're all seeing London in the Sky Studios now, and what production is, what a setup for this first FIFA Interactive Club Chance World Cup. And here we go. Rafsou now. Can he get in front? Can he make this the ultimate turnaround and be 3-2 up? Cuts back inside. Messi, finesse it, surely. Plays one more. Ronaldo, one more again. Pogba, Suarez, and
I thought he got in it. Do you think he just overplayed that there, or did he try and work the perfect opportunity as we see?
It's what we see a lot of the time from the European players. They like to overwork it at times, and sometimes you need to take a shot.
In the American region, we've probably seen the shot probably 3 times then in that space of time, because they don't mess about over there. They get the chance. If they've got a little bit of space, they'll take the shot.
Chance now. He's onside. Ronaldo, be composed, get back in front, and on the rebound, maybe.
Penalty.
What a tackle that is from Messi. I think he got the ball.
Getting back.
Messi doing a defensive duty, but Messi doing someone else pushed off the ball there. Rio Ferdinand's not messing about.
Yeah, brings the ball forward because potential counter attack. It looks like Luis Suarez and Ronaldo might be able to work something.
He didn't have anything to work with there. I think Suarez is running. He's not the fastest player over 10 yards. And here we go, straight down the other end. This is counter attack up against counter attack. Get the keeper to pick that one up and to calm this game down. 2-2 the score in this one.
Yeah, everything still to play for in this game. This is the second leg of the Xbox One semi-final. What these players are playing for here at the FIFA Interactive Club World Cup. A chance to
lovely feet, Ronaldo, low driven, surely take a shot, goes for the finesse, and there we go. He's back in front. Vinch is 3-2 up.
Yeah, Vinch, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Who else but CR7 scoring the goals that really make the difference in this competition? Finesse round the goalkeeper, easy as that. It looks easy.
It does, but that pressure Vince will be feeling there. You cannot miss those chances on this big stage. Unbelievable little drop of the shoulder there past Rio Ferdinand. Next thing you know, I'm 3-2 up.
I'm 3-2 up, but we've seen goals in this tournament so far, and I can't see that being the final scoreline.
What I would take from this, though, is that Vinch has been behind before. He's come back. He's done exactly the same.
He's got bounce-back ability.
He can take it and come back, but the question is, can Koen do that in the other game? That's just about to kick off. Ronaldo now, surely not another one. Oh, there we go. Another big goal for that man. When he needed to deliver, CR7 does. 4-2 on aggregate now to Vinch.
Yeah, Vinch doubles his scoreline. CR7 doubles his tally for this game. What a game we have on our hands there. Vinch 4, Rafsou 2.
And we will give you updates on that game. And we're going to go over to Tim Latka now versus Ajax Koen. That's just kicked off on the second leg. The score here is currently 2-1 on aggregate to Tim Latka playing in that blue from left to right.
Yeah, representing Schalke eSports, and huge esports in this esport, huge esport in the terms of esports. I think that makes sense. They're one of the driving forces in FIFA, and Tim Latka looking to represent Schalke and be a presence at that grand final.
Well, can he go the full? You can just see the score there at the top of your screen in the other game that we've literally just left that has came alive. 4-2 now to Vinch. Can he run away with that game? But we're in this game now. Second leg time. 2-1 the score at the moment. You can't see that good, but we know it's 2-1. If you've watched the first leg, we know it's 2-1 as well. To Tim Latka playing as Schalke from left to right up against Ajax Koen. Ajax Koen gets the first goal. The complexion of this completely changes.
Yeah, and his Ajax teammate, Ajax Danny, was just knocked out of the competition by New York City. Chris, he obviously will already be at the FIFA Interactive World Cup Grand Final, but
chance.
Huge
Surely
presence.
pull it. Can he do it for him? And just need a little bit more on that shot.
Yeah, they will have... Ajax Danny will have no presence in that grand final today, which a lot of people thought he would, because he probably was the favourite coming into the competition, but New York City Chris proving what he can do and knocks him out of the competition.
Of course, Danny's going to feel a little bit hurt because he was literally touching distance away from a little bit of that prize spot and a big chance to still be the champion, the Club World Cup champion, the FIFA Interactive Club World Cup, sorry. And here comes Ajax Koen now. Will it be Koen's turn to maybe break through to that final? And Ajax Danny will be with him every step of the way, supporting him as Koen has done with the success of Ajax Danny over the last few months.
Yeah, chance for Schalke and Tim Latka to try and extend that lead from 2 goals to 1-3.
Oh, it's a chance. Messi, what a block that is from Walker. He had to make it, and he did it.
Absolutely so huge block from Kyle Walker there. That 89 rated team of the season card, doing what he does best, getting back and forth. And then I think that's the reason Manchester City potentially signed him this summer.
£50 million it was in the end. There was question marks all this money where Man City were coming from. Spending it on fullbacks maybe unnecessary at times, but no, Clichy did move on, collar off.
Zabaleta gone to West Ham as well.
And that's a silly free kick to give away. You're thinking, okay, he's not going to do anything from here. Trust me, we saw one go in from 38 yards last week. Here we go. Messi has the shot from distance, and I thought that was in. I thought that was in for a second.
I thought that one in as well. Yeah, I'll not forget that free kick anytime soon. Rain 10. What a free kick it was. Picked up the ball 38 yards out. Cristiano Ronaldo stepped over it. Oh, fired it into the top left corner.
Basically, didn't have to book his place in London. Here's a chance. Ajax Koen now for Suarez. Oh, straight down the other end and literally inches wide.
Yeah, eSports FIFA, it's end-to-end stuff. It's very hard to get control of a game. You get chances. It's all about taking chances. We saw Expectsporting earlier on today. What did he do? He took chances in that semi-final. 6 chances in particular, beating Aggie 6 goals to 1.
Can Tim Latka take his chance now? Just hold it there, just trying to feed it through to Suarez. And I agree, you're all about taking chances. I think the best thing is players say, I try and keep possession, I try and keep control of the game. You cannot. In eSports FIFA, it's pretty hard to control a game without, obviously, time wasting and being disrespectful. In the middle, it's always an end-to-end battle, and can that one find, pull it there, just calm it down, play back to the keeper. I like this. When players play back to the keepers at the right time, it's good. It gives you a little bit of a breather. You can restart possession. The players do move, the AIs make the intelligent runs, and it can create a chance like this as here comes Messi now for Schalke.
Yeah, a big thing as well that it allows you to do, it allows your players, the AI players, to get back into position for you. If you launch it long with the goalkeeper, your defenders will move back into their retrospective positions. Right back playing right back, left back playing left back, for example. Because sometimes the players will fly forward. Dani Alves, for example, high attacking, low defensive work rates. He's all over the pitch at some times.
And there has been a goal. Rafsou has got one back. You can see at the top of your screen there. Lacazette, the man that used to play for Lyon. Obviously at Arsenal now, coming up with the goods for the Frenchman to give him a chance to get back in this game, because he's still got a huge amount of time. Oh, this confusion at the back there, he just doesn't get away with it. Tim Latka, you're playing in a very dangerous area. You have to be sure when you're playing, in your own box.
Yeah, well, it was Kez Brown earlier on today. He played it back to the goalkeeper, Peter Schmeichel. He tried passing it back out to keep possession and just gave it straight to his opponent. I think it was Ruud Gullit who just tapped in from 6 yards out. So mistakes can happen,
especially at a tournament. So whoever has the best tournament, whoever has the best mindset at these events, because it's simple. You win your games, take each game as your time. Here's a chance now for Tim Latka. The area of all people, you don't really want to have the ball. Chance, Pele tried to just stop and shoot. Still, this attack is not over yet. Chance, Suarez, back inside. Can it be 3-1? Pele, easy as you like. Ooh, off the post.
Yeah, I thought that was in there from Pele. They're the chances that you have to take at this level, because if Ajax Koen gets back into this game, he will be ruining those chances. He'll be thinking, oh, if only I'd have scored on the 38th minute with Pele. If only I'd have done this. If only I'd done that. It's a negative mindset.
You can't think like that. You have to take your chances. You can't be regretful after you come out of this competition. You've got to be like, did this, did that. don't have those thoughts. Make sure you do. If you take a chance, you get it. Vieira out of nowhere. And
finesse shot from Vieira. If that would have gone in, that could have been the goal of the tournament. So I was just shocked that he even took on the shot there with Patrick Vieira.
I often see Vieira involved in many goals. We maybe feeding them through to the final man, but scoring them we didn't really see too much. But Tim Latka now, chip all the way across. Pele hits it, low driven, tried to do acrobatic, and Marcelo there.
Yeah, went for the bicycle kick there with Pele's shot, free kick. Shot corner, in fact, played it into Lionel Messi. Let's see what he can do here. Marcelo looks for Ronaldo.
Ronaldo back to goal. Pull it. Pele have a shot, went for it, and that will be another corner.
Yeah, constant pressure from Tim Latka.
Let's go. And you'll be happy to know it's all square. Rafsou 4-4 now. The ultimate turnaround. Ruud Gullit with the goal.
Yeah, we talked about it in this tournament at the beginning stages. Chance in the box. Is it going to be a penalty?
No, it's not.
We talked about it earlier on. Rafsou, don't rule him out. He can play the game at the highest level, and he's proven it right here, the Olympic Lyon man.
Ruud Gullit pulling out the goods for literally every player when they need a legend to come by.
Yeah, it's Ruud Gullit, the pioneer of the Gullit gang, you could say. Every stat above 80. Unbelievable well-rounded card, and he's only going to get better next year with the icon as well.
We will indeed, and we'll be giving you full updates from that match. Just approaching half-time in this one. 2-1 the score still. You can see the score at the top. That will remain there throughout the course of this game. There's half-time. Right, if you're going into half-time now, there's the other word was eyes from Danny, some of his team. What do I need to change? Because I haven't really created any chances that first half.
Yeah, I think that he's got some positive to take from it. He's kept a clean sheet so far, so he's keeping under control. He's not really overdoing anything so far in this game. But on the other hand, what a game we have on his hands in the second leg of the semi-final between Rafsou and Vinch.
So it was 2-1 to Vinch originally going into this game. Then he made it. Oh, sorry. Then Rafsou pulled it back to 2-2. You know, Vinch has gone behind before, like in the first leg. Then out came Vinch out of nowhere. Lovely little drop of the shoulder there from Ronaldo, and he just put this one away on the finesse. That made it back to 3-2 in front. And then it was another goal from Vinch, as we can see here.
4-2.
You thought at this point, he's running away with it, surely.
Yeah, and then Rafsou doing what he does best, providing comebacks when he needs to, and 2 quick-fire goals from Rafsou to take the lead at 3-2. This was the second. Luis Suarez played into the box, into Lacazette.
It was Lacazette that did get that goal. And
what a well-worked goal it is.
That's a superb finish there. Look how tight the area was to play in there, but every pass was precise. And that made it 4-3, and then when a goal goes in, the complexion of the game changes. Here comes Gullit, 4-4.
What a goal that is from Ruud Gullit, driving it past the goalkeeper. It all came from a mistake from Vinch. He didn't clear his lines properly at the back. Sometimes just need to put the foot through it, Sunday League style.
And that's currently in the 75th minute, that one, just under or just over 15 minutes left to play. Now we're giving you a full update on that, and we will be going into the feature game now. 45 minutes in-game time remain. Koen gets a goal, we go to extra time. Yeah, it's that simple.
Only one goal separates these two sides. Currently goalless in this second leg. All the action in that first leg. Schalke's Tim Latka leading 2-1. Substitutes coming in from Ajax Koen. Neymar for Messi. I think it was Dembele as well, potentially as well, coming on. So the subs, let's see if we can make a difference.
Walker there in a very attacking position, we're not used to saying, but I'm sure we've changed a few things. He needs an early goal. If he gets an early goal now in this second half, he can have a bit of confidence. He can have a bit of a driving force. Pogba's playing very out wide there. I don't know if
Pogba the substitute as well.
Oh, Pogba's come on, is he? And there's Paul Pogba now on this far side. Cut back inside if you can. Play Vieira. One more now into David Luiz of all attacking players, you could say. I think he's playing in the midfield position for him. Neymar the substitute. Half turn. Ronaldo surely didn't really
just forcing the opportunity.
I don't know why he shot there.
Yeah, you can tell that maybe the nerves are getting to him. He knows that any half chance that he might even get, he needs to take. And it's not about rushing your opportunities at this stage. You need to try and fashion a good opportunity to take, because if you just keep on rushing shots from outside the box, you're not really going to get anywhere.
You're not, because you're wasting possession, and when you waste possession in an area like this, you're open to a counter-attack. Especially when a counter-attack comes.
Especially against a player of Tim Latka's level as well, because he will punish you.
And you can hear there, the ultimate turnaround has happened. Tim Latka, can he be 3-1 up? Or can this ball get rid of it? Rafsou, here he is, and that's 5-4. What a comeback that was, Richard. He was 4-2 down. He scored 3 goals. 5-4 up that man is now. Yeah,
we talked about Rafsou before the tournament. You said he's your dark horse coming into this tournament. He's proven himself, and he's doing the goods. He's providing the goods for Olympic Lyon. 4-2, I think that game is.
Can Ajax Koen get anything back? Suarez, surely there. What a little block that was there from Boateng. It just done enough. It just done enough. You can see the score at the top of your screen. That's how it's looking. Olympic Lyon's Rafsou at the moment is heading into the console final.
Yeah, and we're just seeing the formation change on the other screen come out from Vinch. He's not got a lot of time to get a goal, so I want to see if he does get a goal in that other game.
I could just see in the corner of our eye, he's gone for a 3-4-2-1. He's all out now.
All out attack.
You've got to.
He needs to get into this game, whereas in this game, 28 minutes left to play.
Oh, this could be a chance. Could this be game concluded now? Ronaldo just up against Vieira of all people, not the fastest of players trying to trap back. Ronaldo trying to cut it back, and that will be a corner. Will he play short? Will he just try and slow things down? Because, okay, yes, he's got potentially 25 minutes left. Chance. Ronaldo inside. Ronaldo, sorry, that wasn't even Ronaldo. That was Kyle Walker in a very interesting position there.
Yeah, the right back flying forward. We saw Kyle Walker score a couple of goals in Qatar and also in
here he is again.
Los Angeles last week.
Out wide to Hullet. Tried to just whip it into the box there. You know, headers aren't the best way to score this year, unless you got Zlatan Ibrahimovic in there, or maybe a few years ago you might have Peter Crouch in there. Maybe the goods for you.
Maybe Ronaldo, Suarez can all do the business. I think we've seen Messi score a couple of headers as well. That 99 heading accuracy from Messi. He might not be the tallest, but if he does get a clean header on the ball, expect him to score.
Most definitely. And Ajax Koen gets a goal. I'm looking forward to this reaction.
It'll be crazy.
It won't just be him, it'll be his team of staff and his teammate behind him. Proper up this. This is where Tim Latka, be smart. And there we go, that game is concluded. Rafsou wins 5-4. Talk to me about that, Richard. That is a comeback and a half. He was 4-2 down in that second leg. He's pulled it back, 5-4 win. The man from Olympic Lyon is going to be in that console final.
That just shows why you should never, ever give up on a game. He's proved himself. 4-2 in that second leg. Rafsou wins 5-4 on aggregate, and he will win that console final.
And you can see in there a little smile, maybe not too much because he knows he's still got a job on his hands.
And he will be taking on the winner of Tim Latka and Ajax Koen. Currently 2-1. Tim Latka leads.
And we are going to stay with this game, of course, all the way through to the last few seconds, of course.
Golden goal is a definite possibility.
It could be a possibility. If Koen gets the goal, I feel like he'll go and win the game. If Koen gets the goal, he'll win the game. He'll go to golden goal, sorry. And I can just see him smash and grabbing. I can just see him smash and grabbing there.
Yeah, he's a very emotional player. I imagine that if he does get a goal, it's going to be a huge celebration. He then needs to get his head back. But what that does is, if he celebrates large, gives it large for his opponent,
he's going
you've got to think the Schalke player, Tim Latka, maybe a little bit uneasy, maybe like, what am I playing against here? I'm playing against a machine.
It does intimidate a few players. A lot of people just think, oh, he's a bit crazy and that. Like, if you've got an opponent against you that is, you know, when he gets a goal, he's going to let you know about it. You do start to worry and you start to panic. And especially when he came in at a 5 at the back. I know he didn't keep that formation, but he can easily switch to that 5 at the back. I know Alex Danny, when he's winning, he plays 5 at the back because he knows how to close out a game.
Yeah, 5 at the back. Pepe comes on at left centre-back and he just seals out the game. Chance.
Messi, that's 3-1. Nowhere, and you've got to say he's in that final now.
Yeah, 3-1 up on aggregate. Tim Latka leads, and you've got to think that with only 14 minutes left to play, it's going to take a miracle from Ajax Koen to get back into this game. 2 goals in 14 minutes. It's doable. We've seen it done before, but he has to get a goal potentially before 85, 86th minute if he's got any chance of getting back into it.
Shake head there from Ajax Koen. Knew that it's an easy goal to concede for him. You know, he's done superb defending like this wise in this game. You know, players don't really have anything to cheer about, but it was such a simple goal. Down the wing, cut inside, the typical his line, and
FIFA foot champs goal that we see time and time again. Tim Latka brings the ball forward with Gareth Bale. They're looking to extend his lead. It's going to be an all-out attack from Ajax Koen, so there will be space in behind for
a risk, but you have
Latka.
to take a risk when you're 2 goals down.
Expect Latka to get another goal, though, because there is space there to exploit.
Has he changed to 3 at the back yet, or is he...
I don't think he has, no, not yet.
You've got to go for it. You need 2 goals now. You go to golden goal, horrible tackle there from Vieira on Vieira. And Neymar now, the substitute for Koen. Links in with Walker if he can. He's just going to be onside there. Get that ball across if he can. Ronaldo will be lurking in there. I'm sure Suarez may be in there as well.
Bad touch from Patrick Vieira, and Latka does bring the ball forward with Gareth Bale. Gets past Patrick Vieira, but he just does enough. The French legend for Ajax Koen.
He's going to be panicking now, Koen. He's going to be panicking. Every pass has to be perfect. Oh, I let the ball run across you there, and that could have been a chance. I think that's Hummin Song, sorry. I think he's brought him on. I know he's a fan of that player. What card he is, and Completely different note. David Luiz in a very attacking position there. He needs to get forward. Ronaldo, you can just see there, he just knows that he's rushing things, he's panicking.
And just clears the ball long, does Tim Latka.
He can do that.
What that does, it not only clicks the ball out of play, wastes a bit of time, but also the players in their AI positions get back to the positions. Marcelo goes back to left back. Gareth Bale goes to left mid. Everybody resets.
Could be 4-1, and I think you're bang on there, Rich. You say about the AIs and stuff, you're thinking, what's that? You know, it's the players that aren't controlled. They make the intelligent runs defensively and both in the attack as well. Especially when you're playing fight with the back as well, like Dave, by the way, was earlier. You know, Alex Koen may have done that. Alex Danny's done it in the past. Because you're having players that are back there, and you've got to say, I think he knows it's over there, Alex Koen. Is he going to be 3-1 on aggregate now?
And I spoke to him before the game. I said to him, are you feeling confident going into this game? He's like, I do feel confident, but out of all the players I could have potentially faced, Tim Latka was the one that I didn't want to face. Because he's an unbelievable FIFA player, and this potentially could be his time to shine.
There we go. You know your Xbox final now. It's Rafsou versus Latka. Rafsou won 5-4, and that man there from Schalke won 3 goals to 1. You've got to feel for Alex Koen. It could have been a fairy tale for him, but
Schalke versus Olympique Lyon in the Xbox One final.
And whoa, that was a